Naruto can eat the chakra fruit and gain Otsutsuki's power. How is this possible, and where will he find the fruit? Enjoy watching. The fruit of the chakra, we already know a lot about it. Most importantly, the authors explained to us how it can be obtained. In order to grow it, you need a tree. In addition, Ishiki's subordinates tried to recreate an artificial tree, but Orochimaru showed up there, ostensibly to save Boruto, Mitsuki, and the others. However, it seems to me that the serpent came there to take this research and apply it to himself. But more about it later. The tree sucks all the genes and chakra out of the planet. But the most important thing here is the genes of creatures that have ever lived on the planet. So, if a person dies and his body becomes part of the ground, his genes also become part of it. And the tree is able to suck out these genes, chakra, abilities and knowledge. This is hinted at in the appearance of Momoshiki and Kinshiki. Momo was eating a chakra fruit on a planet that had no life at all. It seems that this planet was destroyed a long time ago, even before Otsutsuki appeared on it. However, despite this, the tree was still planted there. This means that their clan does not always find planets that have life. Sometimes they find empty planets. But even on such planets, someday a civilization could exist and destroy itself long ago, and their bodies became part of their planet. And Otsutsuki, thanks to the tree, can collect these genes into a fetus. Perhaps this fruit will not be as strong, but still, it is possible. This means that you can create such a fruit in the Boruto anime without absorbing people on the Naruto planet. I think many people think that Hokage will no longer become strong, that he has faded into the background, and everything revolves around Boruto. But I'm sure it's just to open up a new generation. And then, when this happens, Naruto will open up in a new way and become stronger. This has already happened many times in other anime. In the same Dragon Ball when Goku was downgraded to develop his son. But then, Goku again became the main character. I'm sure the same will happen to Naruto. I made a lot of videos about how to make Naruto stronger, as the authors left for themselves many ways in which to strengthen Hokage. New hermit mode, karma created based on Kurama's power, transplant cells from Sasuke to him, and many more other options. But the one I like the most is the fruit of the chakra. We know that Kaguya had two sons, Hagoromo and Homura. Hagoromo remained on Earth, where he founded the way of Ninshu, thanks to which shinobi appeared. Homura traveled to the moon, where he became the guardian of his sealed mother. He founded the Otsutsuki clan, and most likely the Hyuga clan, who eventually went to Earth. But we are interested in the Otsutsuki clan from the moon. Judging by the 10th Naruto movie, there were a lot of them. They had a conflict, because of which only Toneri survived. But in the end, they all became part of the moon, and their genes are now stored there. This means that the tree can grow on the moon while absorbing the chakra and genes of Homura and all of his descendants. And this fruit will be strong enough to increase the strength of anyone who eats it. We know that if a person eats a chakra fruit, he will become Otsutsuki. Ishiki told us about this when he suggested that Code become the new god. If this is so, then in the future it will be possible to grow the fruit of the chakra on the moon, and even to create an artificial tree which will help to collect all the genes. As we said earlier, Orochimaru took 100% of the artificial tree from Ishiki's subordinates, and he will be able to recreate this tree. I don't think there will be any problem for the serpent, since he has already recreated one of the Otsutsuki techniques, and that is karma. The cursed seal is the identical technique by which Otsutsuki are reborn. However, Orochimaru's seal is, in my opinion, even stronger in some ways, since, after he is reborn in a vessel, his other marks do not disappear but continue to be stored in the body of a particular person. And if the serpent dies, he can be reborn again. So basically, Orochimaru was the first one in the Naruto anime to show us karma, the first one to achieve the same kind of immortality as Otsutsuki's. Personally, I think that he is a very interesting character, and it is possible that his ancestors were somehow connected with either Kaguya or unknown to us Otsutsuki. In any case, if the serpent was able to recreate karma, which according to Amato is considered one of the most unique abilities, then it will not be difficult for him to recreate the tree from Hashirama's cells. And here again we are referred to the fact that Hashirama is somehow connected with the tree. I talked about this in my previous video, because the first Hokage is really unique. He, being a human, could use the powers of the tree, could control tailed beasts, and absorb chakra. And I still wonder what happened to the first, how he died. But we deviated a little from the topic of the video. So, the tree can be recreated artificially, and that's where Orochimaru can help. There is a moon where Otsutsuki's enormous power is stored, and also Naruto, who must become stronger in the future in order to help his son, save Kawaki, and resist God's power, must receive this chakra fruit. Let's talk about what the 7th Hokage will get. First, the knowledge kept by the inhabitants of the moon. Secondly, he will get their techniques. Thirdly, he will awaken Byakugan and possibly Rinnegan, since he is a descendant of Hagoromo and will absorb Homura's genes. Combining their genes can awaken the dormant power of Kaguya's descendants in him. Also, he will gain access to Otsutsuki's Shinjutsu, which will allow him to finally fight on equal terms with future enemies. I believe that Naruto should get this power because Boruto doesn't need it. He's already an Otsutsuki. Giving the power to Mitsuki is pointless, based on the mode that we were shown. He already looks like Otsutsuki. He may have been created from Toneri's genes. Kawaki has the power of Shibai himself and his genes, since, apparently, Ishiki transplanted his genes into himself, thanks to which he received his unique eye. This can be understood by the location of the eye. Ishiki has it on the right in his eye socket, while Kawaki has it on the left. In the manga, we were also shown that Shibai has a similar eye on the left, just like Kawaki's. This means that he awakened the true power of this eye, and Ishiki simply transplanted it into himself from Shibai. So the new generation does not need the fruit of the chakra from the moon. Naruto needs it. It could be assumed that Sasuke would also participate in eating the fruit. However, unfortunately, if this is the case, then he can become just a victim for the tree. But I do not believe that the authors of Boruto will do away with any of the main characters. In the entire Naruto anime, the only ones who died were Jiraiya, in order to show the epic and tragic nature of the story, and Neji, which, in my opinion, with Hyuga, was the most pointless character drain. But it is not important. Also, we don't count villains. Therefore, I do not think that any of the main characters will die, neither Naruto nor Sasuke. Perhaps Kakashi, and that's not a fact. But Uchiha and Uzumaki are too important, so they, in the future, 100% will be revealed and strengthened. Uchiha has his own way to acquire new power. First, he can get new eyes and give his own to his daughter. I'm not talking about the ones he has now, but the ones that were before he got Itachi's eyes. I'm talking about his real eyes. They should still be with him. And since Sarada gets them, she will be able to awaken the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Sasuke is able to take his father's eyes, which were also supposed to be kept in Tobi's hideout, with the help of which he will be able to awaken a new power. In addition, he can finally take the hand made from Hashirama's cells for himself, which will awaken the same power in him as Madara's. Therefore, Uchiha has his own opportunities to become stronger. Hokage must become the savior of this world. I believe that he has not yet reached the end of the prophecy. Although he saved the planet from Kaguya, he has not yet become the savior of the world. In addition, about the fact that a chakra fruit can be created, Hiashi himself can tell Naruto. This will reveal to us how the Hyuga are related to the Otsutsuki from the moon, since we know that Hiashi had some kind of contract with this clan. What it was, we have not fully disclosed. Therefore, Hinata's father can tell us about everything and also tell us that there is an opportunity to collect all the genes of the clan from the moon and create a chakra fruit there, which Naruto will have to eat. I am sure that with this development, we will be able to see the story of the entire Otsutsuki clan from the moon, how their clan was born, what conflicts they had, and why only Toneri remained. All this knowledge can be demonstrated to us at the moment when Hokage bites this fruit. He will see their entire story as a flashback, and we finally find out what Homura did. Did he communicate with Kaguya while she was sealed? Did he find out where she came from, who the true Otsutsuki are, and did Homura hide Naruto's earth from other members of this clan? And if so, how did he do it? As for me, if Naruto really creates a chakra fruit, all this we will have to see. This is just a theory based on my assumptions and I could be wrong. But I hope that, in the future, we will still see at least something similar to what I said. Write your opinion in the comments. Good luck to all.